Hey friends, welcome back to another video, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Shay, and on this channel I post all things lifestyle and home, so I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. Before today's video, I thought it'd be fun to bring you along as I redecorate and refresh our kitchen for the summer. I actually just finished all of it. You can kind of see a little sneak peek behind me, but I absolutely love how it turned out. It's very bright and very refreshing, which is exactly the change that we needed in here. I still kept it very neutral as always, but I'll pop up some pictures on the screen so you can kind of see the vibe and the vision that I was going for. Very cozy, very textured and layered, and I would say Nancy-Meyers-inspired as well. I am just so excited to share it all with you, but I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions about links or where I got anything, then check the description box because I always try to post as much of that as I can there. Oh, and at the very end of the video, I made a little treat to refill our cake stand. So if you want to stay for the cozy vibes and get that recipe, then make sure you watch till the end. It's my husband and I's favorite little treat to snack on, and he actually requested it, so he's going to be very happy. But anyway, I think that's it. So I hope that you enjoy. If you do, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. But let's go ahead and jump into the decorating. Okay, we are starting off in this corner here, and I'm first adding this dark wicker wall hanging that I got several years ago from Hobby Lobby, but I just think it's the perfect backdrop to add a lot of texture and warmth. And to give this space a very cozy and layered look, I'm just adding in this darker charcuterie board that I got from HomeGoods, and I'm placing it directly in front of the wall art. Then I'm adding in this vase that I actually thrifted and upcycled, so I found it for $4, and I had a vision. I'll pop up a picture on the screen of what it looked like, but with a little spackling and some paint, I was able to make it look like a custom old world pottery piece, and it was actually super easy, so let me know if you would like a tutorial. But inside the vase, I'm adding in these Cosmo stems that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and these are such a great option if you're looking for something very flowy and whimsical to fill the space. So this is just 2 of those stems, and then in front of that, I'm adding in this towel. I always love incorporating towels or dishcloths just to add a lot of layers and coziness to the space, so I'm just placing that in front of the vignette, and then on top of that, I found this little mini colander from Hobby Lobby a while ago. It has little floral cutouts, which I think is perfect for spring and summer, so I just added that in, and then for a little finishing touch, since it's by the sink, I thought it was cute to add in this little wooden brush. Now we're moving on to decorating the space above our sink, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you would know this is a new addition, so I am super excited about it. I just got the wooden dowel from Hobby Lobby, and it's actually the perfect size to fit in between the cabinets, so it is just wedged there, and then to hang all of my items, I'm using S-hooks that I spray painted gold. So first I found this wooden brush set at HomeGoods, and I really like incorporating natural wood tones, so I thought these were perfect. I also liked that they were 2 different sizes because I was really wanting everything to hang at different heights. But next I added in this basket that I thrifted several years ago, and inside were some flowers that I also had on hand, so I'm not sure where they're from, but I think it will be super fun to just switch them out each season to kind of give the space a different look without having to swap out everything. And on my recent trip to HomeGoods, I also found these gold measuring spoons that I thought were super cute and fitting for the kitchen, so I'm just placing those in the center. Next, I wanted to hang this floral frame that I had on hand. I got it at a boutique several years ago, but I just taped this ribbon on the back. And with this frame, I also think it would be cute to swap out each season. And instead of using an S-hook, I thought it would be cute to just switch it up and use the ribbon. So that's what I'm doing here. And I did try to do a bow at first, but the ribbon that I'm using has the wired edges, so I didn't like the way that a bow looked, so I just tied it in a knot. In the future, I'll probably get some chiffon ribbon, but this is what I had for now, and I think it turned out super cute. Now we're moving on to the other side of the sink, and we have our knife block here that I wanted to keep out just because we reach for it daily. So to style this space, I'm first stacking these 2 mugs that I got off of Amazon and just placing them to the left side. And then on the right side, I'm placing this smaller basket that I thrifted a few years ago. And inside of that, I'm adding in these mini floral picks that I got from Hobby Lobby recently. They're $2.99 a stem, so they're very affordable, and I just love the pop of green that they add to this space. So I am just bending the stems to fit them in the basket and then arranging them until I'm happy with how they look. Moving on to the next vignette, I wanted to keep my candle warmer here because we're always lighting candles in this space and I just like using it as a mini lamp to make our kitchen feel very cozy. I got it off of Amazon and it is one of my favorite purchases, so again I will link it down below along with everything else, but I am just placing that on the counter, and then to strategically hide the cord I'm adding in the charcuterie board that I also got off of Amazon, and in front of that charcuterie board, again to just add more layers, I'm adding in the smaller one that I got from Walmart several years ago. So I'm just layering that right in front, and I really like the dimension it created and the two-tone look with the different wood tones. Next, I added in this candle that I got from Home Goods, and it has these subtle blue accents, which I think is very pretty for the summer and will also be perfect to complement the 4th of July decor that I'm planning to add this year, so stay tuned for that. But then I placed this decorative stone bowl in front that I purchased from Home Goods, and I'm adding a cozy layer with this washcloth that is also from Home Goods. So I'm just draping it over the side of the bowl, and again, it's just such an easy and effortless way to create a cozy look. And then to complete the space, I found these faux pears at Hobby Lobby, and they are just the perfect yellowish green color that just feels like summer. So I loved the look of these, but I also think it would be cute to store our actual fruit in this bowl as well. If you've been around for a while, you know it is very on brand for me to decorate my KitchenAid, so that is what we're doing again. I'm just adding some cozy textures by draping this dish towel over the side and layering, surprise, another washcloth on top. On the left side, I'm adding in this mini floral rolling pin that I got off of Amazon, and I think it's the perfect little addition to the bowl. And then to complete this space, on the right side, I'm adding this mini wicker vase that I got on my recent trip to Hobby Lobby. Adding it just instantly warmed up the space, and then inside of that, I'm placing these mini floral picks that I also got from Hobby Lobby recently. I think they are so pretty for the summer, and 5 of them perfectly fit that size of vase. We're on the last section of the counter, and I'm first adding in this stone tray that I got from Target a couple of years ago. I always love using trays to just anchor the space, so that is what I did there. And then inside of the tray, I'm adding a towel to again add coziness, but to also add a little bit of height to this crock that I'm going to be placing on top. So I'm just using this simple one from Amazon, and inside the crock, I'm placing these wooden kitchen utensils that are for display only, but if you do want to use your own kitchen utensils, of course, that would make it a bit more practical. These actually used to be a very light wood, kind of yellowish color, and I stained them with cocoa powder, so I'm very happy with how they turned out. They look much more high-end and definitely fit the vibes better, so this is your sign to get creative with your DIYs. But then I'm adding these aesthetic oil dispensers that I got off of Amazon, and this is just the perfect place for them since we always reach for them when we're at the stove. And then in front of them, I'm adding this wooden mortar and pestle that I got from Home Goods, and then to complete the space and just add a little bit more color and summery vibes, I printed off this hydrangea photo from Etsy, and I just slid it into this gold frame to place in the back. The last space that we have to decorate is our island, and we have a very large island, so I always like to do a large statement piece in the center. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you will probably recognize this wicker tray. It is my best Facebook Marketplace find yet. It was only $5 and is just the perfect piece to anchor the space, so I added that first, and then on top I'm adding this new addition that I got from Hobby Lobby. Both the vase and the filler were from Hobby Lobby, and get this, you guys, the vase was only $17, which is such a steal and not at all what I was expecting for a vase that size and that style, so I was super excited about that. But I just added that to the left side of the tray, and then on the right side of the tray I added this styrofoam block just so that I could place the cake stand on top and have it sit up a little bit higher. And you'll also notice that I added another washcloth just for more layers and coziness. And the finishing touch for this island is a candle, so I'm just placing in this candle that I got from Hobby Lobby. Okay, I just finished decorating and I absolutely love how it all came together, especially our new addition above the sink. I don't know why I didn't think to do that sooner, but I absolutely love it and I think it will be so fun to customize each season. So comment down below and let me know what you thought of everything, what your favorite area was, or if you got any inspo. But now it's time to make our cake stand a little less lonely. Now that it's in the center of the island, it's very obvious when we don't have treats. So I decided that it would be fun to do a little baking. I guess I can't technically say it's baking because they're basically Rice Krispies, but we're gonna make a little treat together so that we can put them into our cake stand. So I wanted to bring you guys along. We are making scotcheroos, which if you have not had scotcheroos before, you are missing out. My husband's grandma brought them to one of our family gatherings forever ago, and I asked her for the recipe because they were so yummy, and oh my goodness, we have made them so many times and they are just so good. So that is what we are gonna make. They are not healthy by any means, but it is always nice to have a sweet treat here and there. And like I said, my husband absolutely loves these too, so he is going to be so excited. But all you need is some light corn syrup, some peanut butter, some semi-sweet chocolate chips and butterscotch chips, some vanilla, and then also some Rice Krispie cereal. We just get the off-brand and it works perfectly. So that is all we need. I'm gonna make it with you guys. Okay, first what you need to do is spray a 9x13 pan with nonstick spray just so that we have it prepped for later. Perfect. We'll just give it a light spray. Okay, you can set this aside. Now I'm gonna grab out a large bowl so that we can measure out our Rice Krispies. Okay, so with your large bowl, you need to measure in 6 cups of Rice Krispie cereal. I don't think we have quite enough in this box, but I do have another one if we need it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're gonna have enough for 5, so I'm gonna have to open up our other box. 5 and a tiny bit. I'll open up another box. We'll add the rest of this one here. Literally just fairly short. That's okay. And 6. Now I'm gonna measure out our peanut butter just so that we have it, because once we move to the stove, we kind of have to move quick. So I need 1 1/3 cup of peanut butter. Also, you should comment down below and let me know some other recipes that you like to make for the summer so that we can keep our cake stand full. I think it would be fun to bake a little treat every Sunday. So let me know down in the comments what your favorite recipes are, or if you just have any treat ideas in general. Getting peanut butter all over my ring. I just barely got it cleaned. It had probably been, I don't know, maybe 6 months. The place where we got my ring actually offers free cleaning, so I should go in way more frequently than I do. But I decided to stop in the other day and my ring looked completely different than it ever does because it was so shiny. And now it is covered in peanut butter. Perfect. And now we can move over to the stove where we need to do our light corn syrup and, let's see, sugar and vanilla. I gotta go wash my hands first. Okay, I'm over at the stove now and I need to add in my sugar and corn syrup to the saucepan. So I've measured out 1 1/3 cup of light corn syrup, and now I'm gonna measure out 1 cup of sugar. So we'll measure that out first and then I'll add the corn syrup over top. Now I'm going to add the corn syrup to the sugar. Just like that, and then you're gonna turn it on kind of medium-low heat and just start combining the two. You're basically just looking for this mixture to be very lightly warm. You definitely don't want it to be hot, so just kind of watch it as you go. So I'll probably end up stirring this for about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, it's just beginning to get warm, so that's exactly what we want. We're just gonna pull it off the heat, and I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, I've mixed in the vanilla, and now I'm adding in the peanut butter that we measured out earlier. Now you'll start mixing all of this together, and it should start to just slowly melt the peanut butter. And now that it's really well combined and looks like this, I'm gonna grab over our bowl of Rice Krispies so that we can put it all together. Make sure that you use a pretty big bowl for your Rice Krispies just to make it easier to mix everything. I'm just gonna add all of this in. I'm gonna grab a bigger spoon to mix all of this up. Once everything is super well combined, you can add it to your pan. Just make sure that you greased it like we did at the very beginning. And then I'm just going to use my spatula to kind of push it in and fill the whole pan. Okay, we have that part finished. The Rice Krispie mixture is just sitting back there, and now we need to melt our chocolate. So we need 1 cup of butterscotch chips and 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, or a little more. Okay, I'm gonna pop this on the microwave and we're gonna melt it in 30-second intervals until it's completely smooth. Okay, the chocolate is all melted. I think I did about 2 to 2.5 minutes total just to get it super creamy and smooth. So now let's go put it on to our Rice Krispie mixture. I just finished up. They look so yummy, but now the hardest part is sitting and waiting for the chocolate to cool and harden. So I'm gonna set them aside while they do that, and I'll come back when it's ready to put them in our cake stand. Okay, you guys have to try these. These are seriously so yummy. I am addicted to them. They are not healthy by any stretch of the imagination, like I said, so just eat them in moderation. But if you need a little pick-me-up, a little sweet treat, these are so easy and so good. So I'm gonna go enjoy this, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Again, comment down below what your favorite part was. Also make sure you're subscribed because I have a bunch of other exciting videos coming soon. But that is it for today, so I will see you in my next video. Bye friends. So good.